Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This will be a chair yoga sequence, so all you need today is a chair and yourself. So we'll get started seated. So you can come into your seat if you're not there already and just see if you can sit a little taller. Make sure your feet are grounded down onto the floor. And you can have your hands grounded down to your thighs. Straighten your spine. Let the crown of your head lift a little taller. And then you can either close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just start to watch your breath. Notice where you're breathing in your body. And to invite a little bit of more awareness of where the breath is moving, you might place one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly. And everything that I cue in today's practice is optional, so you can always take what I say or modify it or skip it altogether. And that goes with the breathing as well. So you could stick with your normal rhythm of breath. Or you could start to invite your breath a little lower into the lower hand. As you inhale, you can let your belly gently inflate with breath. And as you exhale, you can soften your belly back to your spine. So the breath is moving passively. Inhale, the belly can expand. Exhale to soften in. The hand around your heart can stay still, the chest can stay still. As you inhale, belly expands. As you exhale, your belly can soften in. Take a few more rounds of breath like that. And then the next two exhalations we'll take as open mouth sighs. Take a breath in. Sigh through your lips. One more time, breathe in. Sigh through your lips. And blink your eyes open if they're closed. You can lower your hands back down to your lap. And for our yoga sequence today, we'll start with the feet and then work our way up to the head with movements. So you can extend your left leg forward and then rebend it. And then we'll just do that a few more times. Extend the leg forward and rebend. And extend and rebend. And extend and rebend. This time, keep the leg extended. With the leg extended, start to point and flex the foot. Pointing the toes come forward, flexing toes lift up to the ceiling. So you can point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Two more. Point and flex. Good. Come to something in between that point and that flex, and then just start to circle out your ankle. As if you had a paintbrush in between your toes and you're tracing that paintbrush around in circles, circling. Good, and then switch to the opposite direction, circling out your toes, circling out your ankle. Good. And then let that go, set your foot back down. Take your right leg, extend the leg forward, and then rebend. And extend and bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Last time, extend and bend. And this time, keep the leg extended forward Start to point and flex the foot. Pointing and flexing. Pointing, toes forward. Flexing, toes up. Point and flex. And point and flex. 2 more. Point and flex. Good. And then start to circle, circle, circle out your ankle a few times. Tracing O shapes with your foot. Good. And then circle, circle around in the opposite direction. And then let that go. Set both feet back down. Take your hands, take them together and start to circle, circle out your wrists. See if you can keep your palms connected as you circle the wrists out. Good, and then change, move your wrists in the opposite direction, still circling, circling, still keeping the palms connected if you can. And then let that go as if you're flicking off water, shake out your hands a few times. Good. Take your left hand, draw the fingertips down, take your right hand around the left fingertips, and then you can gently draw the fingertips toward your body as you draw the heel of your hand forward. As you do, you might start to feel some sensation through the top of the forearm, right in front of the wrist. Good, take a few breaths. Good, and then let that go. Switch to the opposite hand. So now the right hand comes forward, fingertips towards your body, left fingers around the right fingers. Good. Draw the heel of your hand forward so that the arm can lengthen out, still drawing your shoulders back inward into their sockets. Good, and then take a few rounds of breath. And then let that go. Take your left hand again. This time the top of the hand comes forward as the fingertips draw back towards your body. So left top of the hand forward. This time you might feel some sensation to the other edge of your forearm. Allow the fingertips to move back. Maybe close your eyes as you take a few breaths. So closing the eyes to invite the sensation a little more inward. Invite your awareness inward. Good, and let that go. Switch hands. Your right fingertips can come back towards your body, top of the hand forward, and then maybe you close your eyes as you watch your breath. Good, and then let that go. Flick out your fingers again as if you're flicking off water. Good. Take your hands, take your palms to face forward, and then start to flick your fingers. So moving your fingers forward. Again, as if you're flicking water off of your fingertips. As you do this, you might start to feel some sensation through the wrists, through the forearms. This exercise strengthens both the wrists and the forearms. If you can, maybe you make this movement a little bigger, and then maybe a little faster. Good. And then a little bigger, and then a little faster. Good, and then a little bigger, and then a little faster. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that go. Good. Take your left hand, take your right index finger and thumb, and then take your right index finger and thumb around your left pinky finger. And then using your right hand around the left pinky finger, you can just gently guide the finger back towards your body. You might feel some sensation through the palm, all the way down through the fingers. Good, and then switch to your ring finger. Gently draw the finger back towards your body. Switch to your middle finger and gently draw the fingertip back. Move to your pointer finger, gently draw the finger back towards your body. And then move to the thumb, gently draw the thumb back towards your body. Good, and then shake out your left hand. And then we'll move to the right hand. Take your left index finger and thumb around your right pinky finger, and then gently draw the pinky finger towards your body, a little bit downward as well. Notice what sensation you feel. And take your ring finger, gently draw the finger down and back. Take your middle finger, gently draw the finger down and back. Pointer finger gently comes down and back. And then last, your thumb gently comes down and back towards you. Again, notice if you feel anything here. And then let that go, shake out your right hand. Okay. Ground both hands down to your thighs. And then with your hands grounded, you can take an inhale to draw your chest forward. You might gently lift your gaze just slightly upward. And then as you exhale, you can round your back, spreading through your shoulders as your belly hugs in. As you inhale, draw your chest forward, coming into what we call a cow spine. Gaze can lift. As you exhale, round your back, coming into what we call cat spine. And then start moving with your breath, inhaling to draw the heart forward. Maybe the gaze lifts. Exhaling to round back. Inhaling, heart moves forward, gaze can lift. Exhaling, round. About 3 more rounds like this. Inhaling, heart moves forward. Exhaling to cat, round your spine. Inhaling, heart moves forward. Exhaling, round. Last time, draw your heart forward with your breath in. And then round as you exhale. Good, and then come back into a neutral spine. See if you've become a little taller. Let the crown of your head lift. And then as if you're coming back into that cow spine, draw your heart forward. And then move it over to the left side. Move your way back as if you're coming through cat. And then you move your spine around towards the right. And then we'll keep circling that. So you could keep moving slow, or you could start to speed these circles up if that feels better in your body. You might again close your eyes, taking your awareness inward. Circling your spine around. And you're welcome to make these circles as big or as small as feels good in the body. Again, as fast or as slow as feels good in the body. And just a few more. Start to make the circles just a little smaller. A little smaller. A little smaller. A little smaller until you land back through center, lengthening through your spine. Good, and then we'll switch to the second direction. Start by drawing your heart forward. Move it over towards the right side, back towards the back of your chair, and then around to the left, and then start circling out. Moving at your own pace again. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels good for you. Maybe keeping them open if that feels better. And start to notice sensation as you're moving. Maybe you move into areas of the body that feel a little more sensational. So maybe making the circles bigger or smaller if that feels better or worse. Take a few more rounds. Good, and then start to make your circles just a little smaller. A little smaller. A little smaller. A little smaller until you come all the way back through center. Coming into a long, straight spine. Draw your arms alongside you if you have the space to do so. You can spiral your palms forward, coming into a seated mountain pose. Good, and then can you ground down through your seat? Can you lift the crown of your head a little taller? And then from this length through your spine, take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and then you can take your right hand to the leg of your chair, and take an inhale to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, you can start to twist. Twisting from the base of the spine so the belly can rotate, ribs can rotate, chest can rotate, and your gaze might follow. And take a few breaths here. Maybe with each inhale, you grow a little taller through the spine. And with each exhale, you rotate, maybe just a little bit. And as you inhale, slowly unwind through center. Come back into your seated mountain, arms alongside your body. Lift through the crown of your head. Good, and from your mountain pose, cross your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, and then maybe your left hand comes to the back of your chair, maybe to the arm or the leg of your chair. And take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. And then as you exhale, you can gently, gently rotate the spine. Let the belly move, ribs move, chest move, and then your gaze can follow, maybe looking back over your left shoulder. Stay grounded through the feet as you do this. Maybe you inhale to create a little more length through your spine. And maybe you exhale to rotate just a millimeter. Take just a few more breaths. And slowly, slowly unwind your spine back through center. Draw your arms alongside you, coming back to seated mountain. Take an inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, just lower your right hand down. You can take it to the side of your chair and then start to lean your way over towards the right side. Your gaze might move underneath your left armpit. You might soften through your right elbow. Then notice, can your left sits bone become a little bit heavier on the chair? Allowing the left side of the ribs to expand. Good, as you inhale, come back through center, reach both arms up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, just lower your left arm down to the chair. Start to lean your way over towards the left side. Press down through your right sits bone, then let the right lung expand. Maybe you gaze underneath your right armpit. Keep breathing into the body. Good, come back through center. Reach both arms up to the ceiling. Maybe your gaze lifts up towards your hands. And then lower your arms back down alongside you. Coming back to your seated mountain. From here, we'll move into a few seated warriors. We'll start with warrior one. So both arms can reach back up towards the ceiling. And then you can step your left foot back. So taking it towards the edge, the left edge of your chair. Keep drawing your chest forward and then lift your fingertips upward. Maybe you lift your gaze up to your hands. Stay pressing down through the feet. And notice, what do you feel energetically in this shape? As you keep lifting the heart upward, strengthening through the arms. Good, lower your arms, step your feet back into place. Come back into your seated mountain. And then from there, step your right foot out towards the right side. Reach both arms back overhead. Coming into your warrior one to your second side. Arms can reach up. Heart can lift up as your feet press down into the ground. Notice what you feel in the body. Good, lower your arms, step your feet back to where they started. Come back into your seated mountain. And then we'll come into seated warrior two from here. So step your left foot out just like you had it in your warrior one. And then reach your arms into a T shape. Press down through your left foot. And then start to take your gaze. Maybe it comes over your right fingertips. Let your collarbones expand. Ribs can lift up. And again, you want the feet to press down into the mat. And again, notice what you feel in the body. Notice sensation through the arms. Good. Lower your arms back down. Step your feet back into place. Come back into your seated mountain. And then we'll take that to the second side. So step your right foot out. Reach your arms into a T shape. Take your gaze over your left hand. Spread through your toes, press down through your feet. Let your spine lengthen. Crown of the head can lift up. And then again, notice what you feel in the body here. Good, lower your arms. Step your feet back into mountain. Feet ground onto the mat or onto the earth. Reach your arms alongside you. Lift through your spine. Take a few rounds of seated sun salutations. Take an inhale to reach your arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, draw your hands into your heart, through your heart, all the way down to your thighs. Take an inhale, draw your chest forward. And then as you exhale, round your spine. Come back into a neutral spine, reach your arms up, breathing in. Exhale, hands through your heart, lower them down to your thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward, coming into your cow spine. Exhale, round, round, round. Inhale into a neutral spine, arms reach up. Exhale, hands through your heart down to your thighs. Inhale, heart lifts forward into cow. Exhale, round, round, round. Inhale to neutral spine, arms reach up. Exhale, hands through you down to your thighs. Inhale, heart lifts forward into cow. Exhale, round, round, round. Inhale into neutral, sweep your arms to the ceiling. One more round, draw your hands through you. Inhale, hands to thighs, heart lifts up. Exhale, round, round into your cat spine. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. This time, land your hands at your heart. And stay there. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Lift your heart up towards your hands. Notice your breath. Good. Come back into seated mountain, drawing your arms alongside you. And then lift your shoulders up to your ears, hiking them up. And then drop them down. A few more like that. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. And then drop them. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. And then drop them. Last time, lift your shoulders up to your ears. And then drop them. Good. Start to circle your shoulders up, back, and around. Making O shapes with your shoulders. And then circle your shoulders the opposite way, up, forward, and around. Rolling them out. Notice sensation. Good. And then let your shoulders go into something that might feel a little bit neutral. Gently draw your chin down towards your chest. And then you can stay here for a breath or two. You can let your head become maybe just a little bit heavier if that feels okay in your body. Can you breathe down into the belly? If this is enough sensation for the back of the neck, you could stay here. You could also interlace your hands around the back of your head and maybe gently rock your chin from side to side. And then keep your hands behind the back of your head if you have it. Lift your gaze back up to center, back up to neutral. Widen through your elbows. Maybe lift your gaze just gently upwards. Maybe you let your head become just a little bit heavier into your hands. Good. Draw your head back through center. Draw your arms alongside you. And then soften your left ear down to your left shoulder. Notice any sensation that you might feel through the right side of your neck. You might stay here, or you might take your left hand behind the back of your head. You might draw your chin a little closer down towards the left shoulder. You might gently shake your head a little bit no from side to side, rocking your chin from side to side. And then take your hand to your cheek to lift your way up through center. And draw your arms back alongside you. From your seated mountain, just start to lower your right ear down to your right shoulder. Notice sensation that you feel through the left side of your neck. You might stay right here. You might take your right hand to the back of your head. You might soften your chin a little closer to your right shoulder, and then you might gently rock your chin from side to side. Breathing into sensation. Take your hand to your head to help it back through center. Lower your arms, come back into your mountain. Great. And then draw your chin to your chest. Start to rock your left ear to your left shoulder. Draw your chin back through center. And then right ear to your right shoulder. And then you can take these half circles as slow as you'd like. Start to move at a pace that feels interesting in your body. Watching sensation. Next time your right ear moves to your right shoulder, you can keep it there. You might stay where you are, or you might flex at the left wrist, drawing your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Good, and then slowly draw the chin back through center. Rock it over to the left side. And then you might stay there, or you might flex at the right wrist. Notice how that shifts any sensation if it does. And then draw your chin back through center. Gently, gently lift your head back up to center. Okay. And we'll take a little bit more breath work. Take your hands down to your thighs, again, palms facing down. Maybe close your eyes, maybe soften your gaze again. And then start to watch your breath. Breathing down into the belly. If having the hands to the heart to the belly helps to connect you with breath, you might do that. You could stick with this normal breath in and out through your nose, or if you'd like, a few rounds of alternate nostril breath. You can flutter your eyes open to see how we'll do it. You'll take your 2 pointer fingers, and then you can take your left pointer finger to your left nostril, seal it off, take an inhale through the right side. Let it go, exhale through both nostrils. Good, seal off your right side. Take an inhale through the left. Let it go, exhale. Seal off your left side. Inhale right. Let it go, exhale both sides. Seal off the right. Inhale left. Let it go both sides. Inhale right. Let it go both sides. Inhale left. Let it go. Inhale right. Let it go. Inhale left. Let it go. One more to each side. Inhale right. Let it go. Inhale left. Let it go. Lower both hands back down. Breathe in and out both nostrils. Noticing breath, noticing body. Notice how you feel here. And in the next few minutes, we'll take a Shavasana, so you could stay where you are. If it's more comfortable to do so, you could allow the weight of your body to lean back on your chair if it feels supportive. Your palms could stay facing down, or maybe you turn them up to the ceiling. And then you can invite your body, your breath, to begin to soften. Invite your awareness to start to soften. There's nowhere to be, nothing to do, but to be here and now. Resting in Shavasana. from where you are, you can begin to invite awareness back to your body. Maybe invite gentle movements back, wiggling your fingers, your toes. Maybe you yawn your arms overhead. Maybe cross onto opposite elbows. And gently rock your elbows a little side to side. And you can keep your eyes closed or soft gaze as you join your palms together at the center of your heart. See if you can grow a little taller with your spine, letting the crown of your head lift up. Notice your body. Notice your breath. And draw your prayer to the center of your forehead. Thumb knuckles can touch the brow line. Bow your chin down to your chest. Thank you all so much for joining me for practice today.